She's a fine ship. And true to my word, I found a crew for her. I did leave one position unfilled, though. Tell me, Shay, do you have a first mate?
He's long gone.
Then I apply for the post, Captain.
Welcome aboard.
As your first mate, may I suggest our next destination? The Colonel will be expecting me to report back.
My thoughts exactly. Colonel Monroe said he'd be in Albany.
Splendid!
Another time.
The Colonel waits in Albany. I wonder what he has in mind for us to do next.
Us? I thought you just wanted to check in with Monroe. Not sign me up for the army.
Not at all, Shay. But I admire the Colonel's ideals and want to make them happen.
What kind of ideals?
Secure borders, prosperous farms, fair trade. We need those in these wretched colonies.
Sounds like a high-minded utopia.
It rather does. Want to help make it happen?
Colonel Monroe is an intriguing man, and he certainly seems honorable. We'll head for Albany. After that, I'll see.
Splendid. Full sail ahead, lads!
Well, the ship that bore the limey bird to hot. The guard legless drunk on my advance. Paddy lay back. Take in your stack. Take a turn around the captain, heave a pole. About ship's stations, boys, be handy. We're bound for the rides around the hall.
Keep it out, the gallants and boys!
December morning.
Think we cracked a spar!
In good health, I see.
Thanks for the captain here.
Tis a fine vessel, Captain Cormac.
Thank you, Colonel Monroe.
Master Guest, did you learn more about our conspirators and their new weapons?
Well, only that their base of operations is a French fort further downriver.
It's a little close for comfort, isn't it?
If the French have installed a fort in our territory, they are likely preparing an assault. New York could burn. Will you join us, Master Cormac?
Aye. Enough innocents have died already.
Might I suggest we improve our vessel? The Morrigan is good, but with a few more supplies, she could be unstoppable. And there's a French outpost nearby I happen to know.
I like the sound of that.
General Bryant was stated my
Oi! Hold! Down like the sack of the cake. There! After them! Leave now. Stop you! Trying to give us the slip, maggot? Have a grenade! Keep you.
Fortune's favor.
Stop right! Instant! Hey, come back! You hear me?
You don't get to decide when we are done with you. Return at once.
Save your flesh! Dodge that, you turd! Brothers! Join me against the enemy! Whatever you do, don't let that man flee! Dodge these! Now you face death!
What sort of business are the French up to there? Just occupying the territory?
It is an economic incursion more than a
Looks
geographical.
bad.
Some of the ruffians are sponsored by enemies of the colonies. They intend to undermine local authorities.
I've heard they steal from civilians and resell essential goods for 10 times the price.
It's always the little fella who gets skinned. Colonel, you and Gist here seem inspired. Is there something in the water? Or the whiskey?
Hit rock, sir!
Now why do you say that, Mr. Cormac?
Ready,
I
Captain!
think Shay was skeptical about our intentions towards our fellow man.
I understand, but there is no need. I simply want these colonies to be a place of safety.
Money. I thought rich men wanted them to be a place of profit.
I am not a rich man, Master Cormac. Money is a means to an end. Not an end in and of itself.
Thank you. I think it's a fine end to a game of cards.
Spread our wings to the wind! Fire! Fire!
Green in name and in nature. It's Valley Vert Outpost.
Call
must
in
be
the
getting close,
stunsails!
Anchor ahoy!
Captain, stop the sea!
Taste the difference a well-loaded card. If any of my tools breaks in 1 year. Pourquoi ils ont mis ici? Il n'y a que des bêtes sauvages.
Ces machinations sont le fait d'un esprit malfaisant. Les Rouges chassent mais c'est une pouvoir.
Allez, magnez-vous un peu! Je sais que vous vous emmerdez, mais c'est pas une raison pour être moins vigilant!
J'ai rien fait, moi! Laissez-moi tranquille! Je ferai tout ce que vous voudrez, mais ne tirez pas!
Allez, magnez-vous un peu! Je sais que vous vous emmerdez, mais c'est pas une raison pour être moins vigilant!
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
Et voilà! Soyez alerte! Soyez alerte! On ne sait pas ce qui peut nous tomber dessus. Jean et la Violette, vous allez patrouiller le côté nord.
Je vous en prie, ne tirez pas!
Allez, maniez-vous un peu! Je sais que vous vous emmerdez, mais c'est pas une raison pour être moins vigilant. Soyez alerte. On ne sait pas ce qui peut
You have the key to my heart. Well, to the spoils here at the very least.
Halte! Donc je me suis enrôlé pour une autre année. Ne bouge plus! Toi! Reviens ici! Plus vite! Différent!
J'ai remarqué qu'il t'a donné Enfin, un homme à jamais pas d'autre.
Good show, Shay. Now let's use those materials to give the Morrigan more firepower. We... Splendid! That fort and the defenders will tremble before the Morrigan.
Captain has the helm!
Your ship is in fine form, Master Cormac. That fort should offer little resistance.
I rather hope the frogs offer some, else this will be a dull day.
Never wish for battle, Master Guest. There is plenty around here for any of our lifetimes.
Besides, if we find the fort's commander, the French will surrender, no?
Indeed, that is a sensible strategy. We will have to wear down the fort's defenses first. Otherwise, they will just dig in like a wounded bear.
Floating cargo for the taking, sir.
There's our target! Knock her down like a game of ninepins!
Begin by hitting her towers.
As the Colonel said!
Awaiting orders, sir! Captain! The French! More than one, sir! Fire! Shot there, sir! On your mark, Captain! Hit there! Get the fire! Eyes, Captain! Fire!
Fire! Fire! Fire! Get the mainsails into the wind! All sails, she'll take it!
Full sails!
Flotsam, sir. Could be valuable
Brace!
cargo.
Squall, pick it up, Captain!
Blues up!
Superb! Now find the fort commander!
Je l'ai en visée! Je peux la battre! Je peux la battre! Je l'ai en visée! Je crois! Je peux l'avoir! Idiot! Tu crois qu'on peut lui tirer dessus? Je l'ai en visée! Je peux la battre! Je vois! Je peux tirer! Je peux l'atteindre! Je l'ai en visée! Je crois qu'elle peut l'atteindre. Je l'ai avisé. Je peux la battre, les gars. Je le vois, je peux tirer. Dans un coup. Attaquez en
Le Chasseur.
Shay, it has been so long. Were you on a special mission?
Yes. From Achilles.
How interesting. So am I.
Don't make me do this, Le Chasseur.
Do what? Assassinate me? I thought that was your specialty.
We could both just leave.
Ah, but then I would tell your brothers that you are alive. You have to kill me, Shay.
I can't see him anymore. I'll catch up with you one way or another. Mark my word.
You are always good at your business, Shay.
As were you. Tell me, what are you doing inland?
Special weapons. Poisonous gases to use against colonial authorities. I am merely a delivery man.
Then may your final delivery be swift. Le Chasseur was right. I had no other choice. If the assassins find out I'm alive, they'll come after me.
We have seasoned veterans among our ranks here, and yet we're to be subordinate to some junior officer.
While you were busy taking down that fort, I happened to stumble upon the treasury.
You don't say.
It was the damnedest thing. Well, in any case, amongst other things, I found maps and charts detailing various French trade routes.
What are you thinking, guest?
I thought perhaps we could use them to, help the Royal Navy and fill our pockets. I stored these maps in your cabin, Captain, should you wish to use them. The Colonel thanks and congratulates you, Shay. He has returned to New York. But you look troubled.
Do you ever wonder if you're doing the right thing, Gist? If you chose the right path?
I used to, my young friend, but not anymore. Not since I met the Colonel. And what's the question? The French are entrenched in our territory. It's about time we root them out.
Of course. You're right, Gist. Let's head back to New York.
Aye, Captain. Foul weather there, Captain!
As we were fishing off Haysboro night, shooting and rolling and trolling all night in that windy old weather, stormy old weather.
You want to help us rebuild this fine city? We're ready and willing to do
My family's in. I got you. I will. What happened to the free enterprise that built this city? The golden
Immigrants!
Ah, Master Cormac. What you have learned from Le Chasseur was confirmed. The local lawbreakers are changing tactics.
What's their plan now?
Their boss has hired Benjamin Franklin to produce new weapons for them. He's very well guarded.
Benjamin Franklin? The scientist?
You have heard of him? Good. He is making equipment to spread gases among the populace. Toxic ones, as it turns out.
The populace? I thought they would use it against the authorities. Though that would be terrible as well.
The ruffians we have arrested refer to an intimidating woman. I believe she is behind these nefarious plans.
I'll look into this.
Thank you.
Hope. I pray it's not you.
Did you see him today? No, he hasn't stepped outside in days. What's Franklin working on?
Not sure, but it sounds explosive. The boss really wants Franklin isolated. Now we're interrupted.
You can't be here! Return to the ground at once!
Shay! It is good to see you again. Your friend Hope said you were away.
I was. Sir, I've come to collect the results of your experiments.
Oh, well, it's a very good thing then. I just finished fixing the prototype. Here you go. I was preparing to leave for Philadelphia and then Europe. I was invited to lecture in London. Oh, would you be so kind as to inform Mistress Hope?
Of course. God, Hope. What are you doing with these felons? Turning the city against itself. What have you become?
Something the matter, Master Cormac?
No. Yes, just old memories.
When I am issued new recruits burdened with regrets, I tell them the surest way to lose them is with gunpowder.
You're right, Colonel.
This prototype seems very powerful. Use it with care, Master Cormac. Our intelligence says this thing can destroy certain fortifications, as well as injure several enemies at once. There is also a more subtle way to use it. Some of these grenades contain a strong sedative. Fire one into the crowd and they will fall asleep immediately. We should test this new weapon. Use it against that door. Go ahead, Master Cormac. Shoot the door. Good work. Good work. I think you are ready to turn this new weapon against the ruffians who would have used it. There is an abandoned factory nearby hiding a dangerous poison. Right now, it only causes sleep. But I fear those outlaws are distilling it. A more powerful formula could sicken, or perhaps even kill most of New York.
And that's my first target.
Be careful, Master Cormac. We understand that the ingredients are highly unstable.
All the better. I mess with this, maybe I can break the whole system.
Get down now!
You there! Come over here.
You brainless sheep-lover!
You can't slip away from us, you mangy dog!
Place would blow up.
So long.
Hey, what are you doing here? Stay away! This is dangerous.
I need a challenge.
Don't give him the satisfaction of slipping away! Find him again!
I can't see him anymore!
He'll pay for the trouble he just caused. Ready to open fire!
Finish him!
Got him sighted!
Clear shot!
You can't escape us!
Have you caught something?
Must get out, or I'm as good as dead.
Ah, what marvelous destruction, Captain. I saw the smoke all the way from the Morrigan.
That should discourage those miscreants. New York is safe for now.
With all due respect, Colonel, it's going to take more than a few explosions to get rid of this kind of trouble.
The boy is right, Colonel Monroe.
Shay, was it? Congratulations. You just burned a whole lot of rats out of New York. I'm Jack Weeks. This is William Johnson. I don't know about him, but I'm pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well,
It is, terribly dusty here. I'm sure Shay can recount his adventures to us over a pint. Hey, the first round's on, the Colonel, huh?
Is something the matter, Master Cormac?
Just a little confused. I must have breathed some of that gas.
Some ale will do you good. Come, we are all friends here. You will be taken care of.
From the Colonel.
Dear Master Cormac, my apologies for the brevity of this missive, but it is time we were honest with one another. You have demonstrated your loyalty and resourcefulness to the Templar cause. And this despite, and perhaps because of, your assassin origins. The manuscript the assassin sought has been in my possession for some time. I reclaimed it when my men found you marooned. The Grand Master himself charged me to discover its meaning, a task I regret I have failed to complete. I leave it in your charge, Master Cormac. There is no one else I trust more. Now I leave for Fort William Henry, an ill-prepared garrison surrounded by hostile natives and the French army. We have requested reinforcements, but I doubt they will be forthcoming. I have no illusions that our resistance will be successful. I commit my life to the British Army, and my soul to the Father of Understanding. Yours, Colonel George Monroe.
Captain has the wheel! Close down! Catch some wind! Man your post, Gist. The Colonel's in trouble.
How do you mean, in trouble?
He's at Fort William Henry, facing impossible odds.
Get off your lazy arses, lads, and man your stations! We raise anchor!